Riasa chun ag Clare ana bhrístim líana.
I think so, especially early on, like in the, this tough part of the season when you're working really hard and, everything is so far away, the months of January and February and March, we really struggled at that stage. But once the groups were decided in Clare, we ended up in what was nicknamed the Group of Death. So we had, I think, 4 teams out of the 5 had been either in a quarter-final or a semi-final in the previous 2 or 3 years. So only 2 of those could qualify. So that fairly focused Crushenn minds.
And the 2 teams, I think the consensus is the form teams have made their way through to the final here today. How do you expect the battle to unfold on what's becoming a heavier and heavier surface as we go on?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's so hard to know. On a day like today, it's a pity that a county final has to be played on a day like today, because when it comes down to it, it's the team more than likely that makes the least number of mistakes, and the team that has that little bit of luck, they don't lose their footing, don't drop a ball at a critical stage, doesn't miss a free at a critical moment. It's more than likely that team that will come through. And like the history between ourselves and Sixmilebridge has been that there isn't a puck of a ball between us. Last year, with time up, we played them in the semi-final. We were a point down with time up, and we scored 2 points in injury time to beat them by 1 point. So that'll tell you how tight this is going to be.
So is it safety first? Is that the message? What do you say to the players when they're going out today?
Look, everybody just goes out and does their absolute utmost, and you just fight for every ball. You accept that you're going to make mistakes. Everybody is today. There's no player that's not going to make mistakes today. And just to try and put those out of your mind and just get on with the next ball. That's all we can do.
Well, Michael Brown and Shin Marshin, like I say, Dochas of Gerfeder, Lena Erin and Gapla. Rusty, the conditions are appalling for any game of hurling. It won't be slick, it won't be fast, it won't be a good game, I suppose, in that sense. What are you expecting here today?
Tough game. Conditions are going to make it tougher. You can see out there's a lot of water falling, water on the pitch. But today is a day, I think, for work rate more than hurling,
It might also be a day where the experienced heads of Crushenn might think that they have an edge on you. Young fellas starting in your team. Will they be able for these conditions today?
Look, we're young, but look, they've played in this before all the way up along, so I wouldn't say that's a factor. Look, our lads are already in there, so hopefully today they'll produce it.
And I suppose you'll be looking to some of your big name players, Niall Gilligan inside, Tony Carmody, a player who was due to start in the subs but is lining out at centre field. Just give us the rationale behind making that switch.
Look, Tony got injured with Clare in the intermediate final, pulled a hamstring, and we played him against Heineken in the morning, and we wound up having to take him off. The hamstring went again. Now we're glad Tony's back to full fitness, so that's the reason he's back in, and a bit of strength and a bit of experience, But as we said earlier, we have young fellas, but Tony and Gilly and Taikyo, hopefully their experience will tell for us today.
And your own experience of having been here as a player in the past, what does that count for when you're trying to get lads ready in the dressing room?
Look, I've been here before with the bridge. I'm lucky enough to be here, but that counts for nothing today. It's just, look, I've asked them all week. All we want is 100% work rate and honesty. And look, once they go over that white line to hurl, that's all. It's another game, treat it as another game,
Carcalo Shanagal of Yana Martafa, the Erbig.
Neil Crushenn. Is Frachtenzeige David Ford, agus Classic, the Asiga Schudenson. Soms het drama Chappes Fachtige, Kuramachenzeige, Claude O'Donnell. The tackle last year, Costin Vargas, Costin Trainer, Fachtig in Driud in Esseline, Le Hossig agus Will Fitzgibbon, Cheshire Hit score, I'm sure target and Jamie Fitzgibbon, and true Selina Le Hossig, Coy Mugamal in the Killer.
I'm over on Shinnig, David Ford, near Roger, Connie Share, agus Hugshen Pass Lava, Capmaker Freemach of Yaner Dosak, Rinishen Rudcart, Hugshen Pass Lava Mach, agus in Passage Dacho, Garrod O'Donnell, agus on score Jamie Fitzgibbon, ein score ein to new in between Shed Tulcha.
Tour Bunskillen saw in Inish. La Balagdierige, de Lina Goeie Vedere staat, agus in Lina Goeie Vedere Shaska. Kurre Ishelige, agus Dierig Bastik den Goele. Hier werden Boile Barrier de Gehe, ach Vincent Ganu. Machine. Graafinte, ik heb Crushenn gaan score Fossige. Terug down naar Garna.
Gentas the Glyph, agus Anshant and Joy down like Carnig and score all on shot.
So Gilligan. Cheshire stig Edeline. Achas doch me sé sás le pointe chunne de chuir chláir scóir. Fuair na nóg mar atá ráit go agus chuig sun mis nachorthe. Carmody. Taheen am líana ge Carmody. Ní sa hí stechan sagus íocht féinteach tá san cur Clare agus 4 réile san. Well Gilligan agus sin cur Dylan neidir sé caiile stetarach a fachta I get partí a chuidig sicha seonis fachtan san deasige Kennedy agus ábhar spáisige dianta go get Patrick Fitzpatrick dianta go díana get Patrick Fitzpatrick ach sé Fitzgibbon a joig agus peinte bra fachta get Jamie Fitzgibbon an son agus anna pastimere Sichtnathe again lechasúláir Robert fahan son sa chosan to get John Fennessy stan me chiadúireach bhí ferraile lasmócha son Ríis aga gasisiú a ceann maithceola suas a John Chúin agus well bhí Gilligan leistigh san agus duine chuireachta chu chuigeach fachta I g Gillian isis bhí ag teachtar hebh na láimh a Clare Skillaní hastéine gasisiúd siarn sa agus íocht féint agus an taction dianta go an san a Danny Morey ach chuimert bhahanson idir na tosa
anna chuimert san sin idir Gilligan agus Morey agus anscór beidir an scóras fearra tá feici agan in nniugadtí seo agus eibrí go mar rinne Niall Gilligan an rud ceart agus gáil tríd ruúthair an pass a thóir tír ríis go Danny Morey agus críochna go glóteige.
Ach soin se freisgur buintige Tony Carney leis an glúiseach son chu sé isteach a gúine Danny Diant giile sé ceann san na túling stig idim na Carno gan raibh agus fachtaige Gilligan seansar chóil agus choéis dianta ar an lá tosaí an san dalir áirí hici agus Cor cinúnach a dhearing fiscin an sannagan sa chlathe Telekisteach go hóntaach a Derek Fahin Colbard a Gilligan a fad sciirna caid céman mór I rís de crowd decrachtaí san air nes sé duineach calaíise sa Well an chuis gemeach trastan san na stáilim goméidir raibh an cinenne ceart diantaige go duineach an cinenne ceart Alan Brigdale a bhí gceist agus seans óntaach anis I g drochad an chláirí na sa Gehaald agus má hen sé siúní sa hí be se las mu den ína chuig véidir a stahad. Se chun Gilligan an isis. Har se drasná go chéine ar a mar a cíine a feh de cúil Har se drasná. Agus má hán an pointe. Mas an náide trí an taobh an sa. Be si do súlgan ar leis a seochar isteach John Chúil. Tí beáin garamátá. Christian Olsen son Robert Conlon dribblóid agus áda leis go Hurling agus Brownton is ceart a féintil son I bhéine ge Conlon chail sé Graham an son ar a dalamh agus isteach an maclin I gróid ó Donald agus a gcuach na súl bhí si chu a thir sé drasnána go Donald agus an Crushenn pointach an cíine ríist. Ríist san an Lárna Park get Carmody Steach a dro Chéman Morey Tá se an príomh chun túirte stigus an trónánacha machchan tágaí bhfuil a dro Carmody a ríisteach ní éiríonn leis I gháil dianta go deasan sa I g Declan Morey níos únpainte ar hebh na láimh Clare ná leis an lapaí a ríist facht ge Crán an Dylan Buit má geisiú Jamie Shanahan arás trast na parke tá na tuismóirí He's swinging sus a test on that. Have you give it to Glár James? Shots down the other boy to get shoot. Morey a Tarek stig. Chance and so. Chance for sound agus well near the more of the other nechrach. Rory Shannon. Inish Shannon Clintons and Danny Moore did Graham McCoy to shoot a Jerry Kale. Na Cossantoria Rebrumach. Fanatalo agus John Brigdale a Cora Katsunistig. Good say nach Todd Digrish Deaver. On da in the top Gilligan aga gesúd Rair Cachailta na Cruilí a yes agus chance again Crushenn and Johnson na Hurling Keen na Fergus Kennedy Tarek san air agus tá sé de cosan inis dá bhara fachta gan Niall Gilligan Céman Morey Cléhána leis Gilligan inis well came out to Ishal again agus well bhí mar rágra bhar dí ciúin go dtí seo well tá sé tosna inis Stigin sa líontán an son agus caiim rá ná fecha go dtíad a cad a hála an son de haháil dóna túhíon an slitar an son ar a han sí isteach.
Niall Gilligan I go isteach an sin ar ruúthair an sin agus an thócail a dinta an sin ag an lán cúlaí Donald Tuhi Honig amach an sin agus feach Susan Schlitter agus Gilligan hu sé isteach agus rinne sé feáil there agus stocha Hurling Trade in the year sin gur thug Keane Dillon sunk go Niall Gilligan an sin agus gur stocha Niall Gilligan atá dribleid inis Carta Bui stocha
sin Carta Bui Gilligan stunning gur sé glasad ar cháchóla bhí sé gír a bhla fé mar éanach I mar orleadóige beidir smíiste agus an son dúte lei sin bula me Maris Gnach an Stitter agus stunning gur hit sé dir gástóil ní a bhéin éfacht an áir leis sem muile agus deis úntach ar chúl lice le sothréist chuinnig raibh poc éidecha go chomá agus ar lá marse ní hagan na deisna san Rovinnic. Ní tá bháisteach geala bheith mihansa ach ní ósáid son an farc puint a sé anna luch agus anna rám mar fad. Is roií hici dtíar a géad a thugann deachán baiste áirithe sin den barc. Caitisteach aige, Crushenn a córa ach déanta go maithe John Fennessy sa do Rogadán á Gearna, Giróid ó Dan le córa na chuine, Robert Conn agad fiochan cétha leiste go glúiseacht, seoltasteach sa chuúna son agus déirigh techt an san ar Danny Móriach Butamach agus fecha sin is Jerry O'Grady agus den géadúr beidir ábhar spáis aige siúd siarnsa fachtaige Fitzgibbon fearabhain dhá féinte fachtaige seoltasteach an son na drón chúil agus isteach idir na cúilí dáir sem bhfuil cúil gróid ó Donlan panna pointe aige gróid tanóna agus nach é hasásta.
Sin an fointe go dó an sin bhaid Garrod O'Donnell agus an pass tuchar siargóg ó Jamie Fitzgibbon agus croig go deas aige ach bhí go mór an golóir le donna aigen ar Crushenn Schlitter agus críochna go deas aige.
Fachtan sa aige Declan Móriach níheach aige David Ford bechóra go marrá. Isteach an tugaí míní aige Mark Hogan agus tána chumir a Gownson go mas go trochtreachta Paddy Meany an chéad aige Paddy Sullivan Tranhóna ach ceann an a hochtach.
Agus Crushenn ag fáil an lábh an uachtar an seo Jerry O'Grady léirigh sé an taithí atá ag an sin pass lábh ionintach an sin isteach go Paddy Meany agus críochna go deas aige Paddy an sin scór Decker ach scór an is a deireadh.
Se an dá pointe there nach crothaige Jerry O'Grady den Crushenn inis. Cian Dillon Graham Curry get a gomáin chun túna dian fí húcáil a chécha seo a chlúiseacht fachtar Isci O'Donnell techt aige chúileach seoltasteach aige siúd Harris a drasnáin deire hir glúiseacht a ginn tosa chuthe agus críochna agus leachtar.
Agus crothaí rís aige Cian Dillon an bhres an éar an sin an lechúlaí láir aige chur a Susan sin isteach go Garrod O'Donnell agus sin ard scór rís.
Sin trí féintinis in the macht Chaniom and the Mashin agus úmpó de bhaisitá chéadicín de faointí an agus chuinnig an na seans nar chúil tascaí de horst to get Rogadán ó Gearna for no gandát agus sichar seo Kennedy íla leistigh de bheirt orda leis go Tamini a feheb Painte fachtaige Fergus Kennedy bhí cúil ar a thuige agus a cúla bhí mar sprucaige chomá.
Agus tá mar cúil fight ag an sin bach an clufa hart ach anscór an sin by Fergus Kennedy rinne sé an rudceart thuair sé ruúthar an sin agus críochnaí go maithe an sin sa deireadh.
Well, boost scórála dianta ingen rochad atá chéad a féinte ní a bhéan scóragan féin deithniom sa tarna leach buchalí Michael Brown agus siad takear hena maithigad son de hepagan agus chéadicína sa chéile crothaircha. Dianta go maithan son seoltamach go John Trevlíne tá na chuéis na seoltanis a cosúdach a fachtaige Shane Golden stechal ár slígarí Gilligan Cian Dillon chuige chug bhéad na stadón gúil leis sé sás le painte ní bheagná an díal agus Pat Vaughan don Crushenn ach fachtaige Connan inis. Scaoilte féige Robert Connan stechal John Chúil dianta go maithe túí agus an mar cúil hénig sleamthe chun talún. Ach ní éondí bháil dianta manse go fóil agus tá stitar mé ar fóraí.
Well, mí an sin ar Céimean Mórí is dócha go nearna sé an rudceart nar a tháinig an Schlitter amach an sin an rudceart dianta ag Donald Tuhi an Colbair an Crushenn agus nar a tháinig an Schlitter amach búilte ag Céimean Mórí agus beagán din de bhí áir ach am a hábhal an sin again.
Artistic impression 2 míle seachta. Call of Vuchen Esha, a Hogant. Samuna Flach 21 Factor or Foxer, the good machine Gadishan, Hrela Carfad on Immertagus, a law Marsha, Mihen Trahirach Deshin.
agus lá mar seo cehart tosaí tar éis scóráil an immert gan Crushenn agus sin cóthaach as ní buinte.
La Ballig Tríd an Tarna Leisha gan éon scór fós mar go bhfuil obair bhaithe dhéanamh aige. Nis tócann sunna ge feithí chuisteach an chúil don túthaí gairí náir agus teanga bháil déanta ge túthaí leis an slitar agus áda go glóirtan sunna ge Pat Vaughan agus amach leis ar cos an áda chun spóideach le déanamh ge náró Jacker. Keintir Voltori vis 11 in de gaf na seachne Frank Murphy Rooney Chorcaí inche go Jacker lochtú an far chotraum Seo seantastigin sahanis get Paddy Meany agus tá taction dianta ríist get Meany as harano dile tá crinnis na dosa seo le molle Tá na fila gá iarach beidir chuir fóí fannatanónacha.
Sin é go dtíireach é agus tá siad níos crinne ná an Dre down an cearnaigh agus tócha sin an difriocht ag dear an lé an seo aniu na seansna bhí
Seo teach Gilligan is tige dtíirigh hénig go hocrú bhfuil teach le cumán agus bhaachtagan an dí seo ó Conor Nish stechad mé a choil éis can an chain séir a cabhail in sitar néchar Gilligan a tar agus neana sé dear carb in slitar Nish cad ein cinan sa Tá an rid pludagan go dechar is slitar más ánda hanéchar I ghiiscint Rory Hickey dalisteach bhfuil teach an dul a gáil leis an muir cúil ficha seo Rory Shanahan a dullisteach an son agus Crone and Dillon gur agus stitar gáardach in Cattagé Gilligan tarach son.
Bhí an ceartar fad ag míá ceartar dead an cearnaí nach chuir siad cool an sin.
Ó tá buile fachtaige mar a chail gunn sé sin únar a haláin go raibh ar a líad gáineom agus beidir lena chuis dá an breisián na heach dá an cúta gortathe. Pescile seoltateach aige Shanahan an son. John Brigdale le fágan clitar na agus fachtaige Gilligan agus benéin chiad scór an tarna le sé go dain de chruchadána a gearna take agus an leabhracht le caite a ché take ró dhéanach.
Take ró dhéanach agus an chéad scór an sin feite an immert ag an Niall Gilligan agus ní me chuir locht ar Niall maiálar sin ní mór an sin clitar atá feici ag ó hús an clufa ach léironn sé contúirte agus atá sé main sin slitar ceart.
Tá bán cúnta ag Niall Gilligan trastéarnach a bhuadra ach na leid nó atá a fálam na céir de có beag ar hasúd feitheamh bliain eile ar a líad Gróda atá deis fósan sa obair bhaithe gas na cólathe. Well, tá na dó ghearrig siúd a Rory Hickey agus lá ua fásach ó heh aimseiricha is lá úntacha don Crushenn hí lechra fuide bíle chu tránóna sinné an I creachan sa tránóna agus buite go maithe a cog sé tuilte chunan chanónig Hamilton buite den tanna blina sa chéile don tanna thuair riamhacha Joseph Meany an son Pat Vaughan aus ar fad sa tarna le agus bhí na fir Lorna Parkers was aus go Cronin Dillon an lán cholíonn Shanna Jabber Gilligan Cian Dillon aus ar fad níor bhuaig fuin Davy Tronhona ach tá go leor daoine go fisce ige Davy beidir a bheith a gobar leis amachchan sa mar a dúirt Pat Vaughan in Lorna Park Jerry O'Grady sa tarna le ní sa híos was crámh drom na fórna har a bheith éfachtach agus Michael Brown a Kelleoir an san a réist déanta an tarna blina sa chéile ag an club seo agus is súntaach mar chaisce sin ach mar a dúirt hí na cosantóirí trí chéile stoile man ucht an san Pat Vaughan aus ar fad agus club go clúis ar a manisteúir fear séh ach fear go bhfuil fis na hamána go maithe agus sin trí cinn do chréibhacha chunta buitinis le chirim líon an nos
Inter Crushenn agus Cian Dillon dinna de lechra móra and Tranona seo Cian, congratulations. The first one's probably sweet. How good is the second?
Just as sweet, just as sweet. It's what we've worked on all year. We took a break after last year. We were disappointed with our Munster campaign and we wanted to go back and win this again. And I think we've a serious team there and we were able to do it, and just thank God we got over the line today. It was a serious battle out there.
Not only was it a battle against the bridge, it was a battle against the conditions. Just what was it like?
I thought the game we called off. Oh, it was very bad out there. But listen, we stayed working. We knew we had a job to do, and we stayed at it. And thank God for the lads we have today. They were brilliant today.
You mentioned the Munster campaign that didn't get really out of the blocks at all last year, so how big a target? I mean, you know, there's a lot of inexperience in the Munster campaign this year, and people would be looking at the likes of Crushenn and saying you've as good a chance as any, if not as better chance than most.
Well, we proved to ourselves that we were able to come back here and win this one again. We were disappointed last year. I think there was a 5-minute spell in the game where we let it slip and weren't able to get back, but we celebrate for a few days today, and we'll get back at it again during the week, and we take each game as it comes.
Cohort agus Scarmagad Cian, fair play. So Cian Dillon, Marshin, Dillon Desnaler, Hello, agus Tom Banishdor, Tevla, Michael, congratulations. I'll ask you the same question as I asked Cian. Last year was, I suppose, a great victory, but I'm sure this, in a way, is even more special.
Absolutely. I mean, it takes a great team to win a first title ever, but it takes an absolutely superb one to retain the title the following year. Unbelievable.
Watching it there today, I'm sure you hurled every ball out there with the lads, but they were a credit from 1 to 15 in the subs.
Absolutely brilliant. I'm totally exhausted, so I can't imagine how they must be. But the conditions, as you saw, were absolutely dreadful. And it was so difficult to even to get a ball up, to flick a ball away, to stuck in the mud. But that was always going to be down to a real dogfight. And that's exactly what it was, especially in the second half.
And Munster now?
Well, we'll think about that. That's way down the line. I don't even know who we're playing. I don't know how long. I never even looked at it. My total focus is on this game, as was the whole team.
All right. Michael.
All right, fair play to you.
Okay, Carcalor, Banishdor.